They are the genre-hopping, chart-topping, family singing group that defined and refined music for over 50 years. They are the Isley Brothers, and this is their story. O'Kelly Isley Sr. told his future wife Sally that he would only marry her if she would give him 4 sons who could become a famous singing group. Sally took the deal and raised him too, having 6 sons. They would, in fact, grow up to be a famous singing group, and not just famous. They would go on to produce some of the most iconic and memorable R&B songs on the planet. Born and raised in Cincinnati, Ohio, 4 of the brothers, O'Kelly Jr., Rudolph, Ronald, and Vernon, got their start singing in church. Under their parents' tutelage, with Dad as a vocalist and Mom as a pianist, the teenage gospel group enjoyed a local following. But that all came to a halt in 1955, when young Vernon, aged 13, was hit and killed while riding his bicycle. Devastated, the boys stopped singing for nearly a year. The family moved to New York to further careers, and the Isley Brothers, now a trio, switched to secular music. By 1959, they had a contract with RCA Records and charted their single that would eventually go gold in Shout. The song actually originated from an impromptu call and response with the audience at a show in Philly the year before. As Ron Isley played to the crowd, he sang, "You know you make me wanna shout." The audience loved it. So did the RCA executive that was at the concert, and suggested the trio develop this catchphrase into a full song. So they did, and the Isley Brothers' hit was born. But the song was initially slow to take off. It eventually got to number 47 on the Billboard Hot 100, and well, you know the rest. It's one of the best known and loved songs of all time. The brothers bounced around labels after that, struggling to find another hit song. Then, they recorded a remake of Twist and Shout. This song landed them into the top 20 on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart. The Isley Brothers toured a lot, trying to get their name and sound out there. In 1964, they recruited a young guitarist named Jimmy James to play in their band. And when they toured in the UK, their band that supported them was a local group called Bluesology, with an eccentric pianist named Elton John. Eventually, they founded their own label, T-Neck Records, in 1964. This gave them the freedom to record the sound they wanted. One of their artists, that young guitarist from their tour, Jimmy James. Under his stage name of Jimi Hendrix, he recorded his first single, Testify, with the Isleys. But the group still struggled to find their niche, so they tried out Motown. When This Old Heart of Mine came out, it was a hit, peaking at number 12. But the brothers felt confined by the formulaic style of Motown and set off for England, where their song was finding success. They returned after some time, ready to fully commit to T-Neck Records and to keeping the Isley Brothers alive. Brother Ernie joined the group, and in 1968, they finally had their first top 5 single, It's Your Thing. The single went platinum and earned them their first Grammy Award. In 1973, the group added 2 more members, brother Marvin and brother-in-law Chris Jasper. Not only did they add more members, but they added a new sound, rock. For the next decade, they released several top-selling albums, including 3+3, Between the Sheets, and The Heat Is On. And then, as disco started to boom, the Isley Brothers adapted yet again, producing hits like The Pride, Take Me to the Next Phase, I Wanna Be With You, and Don't Say Goodnight. The 1980s brought significant change for the Isley Brothers. Ernie, Marvin, and Chris Jasper left the group to form their own band, Isley Jasper Isley. O'Kelly died of a heart attack in 1986. Rudolph retired to become a minister. It appeared that the Isley Brothers were over. And then, the new decade of the 90s brought some life back to the group. Ronald, Marvin, and Ernie teamed up with Rod Stewart for a re-recording of This Old Heart of Mine. It was a smash hit, landing at number 10 on the charts. The brothers continued to work on solo projects over the years to come. Several of their songs were sampled by the likes of Ice Cube and the Notorious B.I.G. In 1996, they released Mission to Please, produced by Babyface, Keith Sweat, and R. Kelly. They had 2 charted singles, Down Low, Nobody Has to Know, at number 4, and Smokin' Me Out at number 35. The Isley Brothers were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1992, and the Vocal Group Hall of Fame in 2003. They received a Grammy Lifetime Achievement Award in 2014. What's remarkable about the Isley Brothers is their sustainability. They've been in the industry making and recording music for 50 years. They adjusted to the times and reinvented themselves and their sounds. They were the first band to land a top 50 hit in 6 consecutive decades. The Isleys have some of the most played and covered songs out there, popular songs that are in movies and commercials, blasted into huge crowds, and are played at wedding receptions. Writer Bob Gullah said of the Isley Brothers, with the possible exception of the Beatles, no band in the history of popular music, and certainly no African American act, has left a more substantial legacy on popular music than the Isley Brothers. Thanks for watching Jukebox Jams. If you enjoyed this video, please click to subscribe to our channel and hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to tap the notification bell so you'll be one of the first to know when we post our next story about musical legends.